One of my favorite things I get to do on Winging It is the animal segments, and of course we're here with our celebrity co-hosts Jared Miller and Tanya Howe from Hawk Creek. Now, Tanya, I love the barn animal you showed us, but this one is absolutely adorable. Who do you have with us?
This is Cree, and she is almost 6 weeks old, and she is a Canada Lynx.
So, Jared, tell us a little bit about Canada lynxes.
Well, you know what? A Canada Lynx is very similar to a Bobcat. You know, we have Bobcats that live here in Western New York. I mean, Tanya, if you can spin them around a little bit, look at this little bobtail right here. That is a full-grown tail, believe it or not. And this cat's only about 8 weeks old, but when they get larger, about 40 to 50 pounds. Not a very large cat, but still an essential predator. Now, Canada Lynx is a little bit bigger than a Bobcat, found obviously in Canada and north of our borders. But they're very easy to identify because those little tufts on the tips of their ears, they use that to sense things on the ground. And also, Tanya, you think she'll give me a little high five here? Look at those paws! Holy cow! For being a little kitten, she will in a way grow into those paws, but when they're full grown, their paws are way out of proportion because you think about it, they live in, up in the Yukon, they live in areas where there's deep snow, and what better to have on your feet than giant, almost like snowshoes. So the pads on their feet allow them from not sinking in the snow, and this cat can run up to 40 miles per hour and catch a rabbit faster than any other animal you'll ever see.
And of course, the Wilderfest is coming up for Hawk Creek. Now, this particular animal, I know a lot of people love cats out there. Yep. Is there opportunities for them to sort of see it, learn a little bit more about them?
Yes, we do have several species of wildcat at our center, including the Canada Lynx. It'll be the public's first opportunity to see her in person, as well as our male Kodiak. We have servals, bobcats, Siberian lynx, the ocelot.
Which we had on the show.
Which we had on the show about a year ago.
Yeah.
And Laguna's doing really great. And again, what's so fun about the Wilderfest, and I've been involved in it for the last 6 years, and what's great about it is every year we just get such a much bigger crowd. Hawk Creek is now celebrating its 25th anniversary. And again, this is one of the public's only opportunity to see this many animals this up close right here in Western New York.
Now, you both work with so many different types of animals. I'm looking at this animal. It's so cute. It's kind of like a kitten. I kind of want to play with it, but you mentioned that I should not touch it. Does that bring up a kind of important point for the wild animals out there? We don't have lynxes, but we do have bobcats. What should people know about when they're interacting with these animals out in the wild?
Well, first off, don't interact with these animals in the wild. So if you encounter, let's say, a fox or a raccoon or any other native species that's found in your backyard, your best rule of thumb is just let wild animals be wild animals. I mean, you don't want to, encroach on their natural surroundings. And keep in mind that animals, they have claws, they have teeth, they have the ability to bite. They're not your cat and your dog. They have all the instincts to take you down. And one thing you have to keep in mind too is, especially in our counties, is that raccoons and skunks and opossums and even bats, there is a chance that they could carry rabies. So approaching wild animals in the wild is never a good idea, and if you encounter a baby orphan animal, contact Hawk Creek, contact a rehabilitation center, that the professionals who have years of experience to take care of that animal.
And of course, if you or your kids are interested in wild animals, why not go to the experts that can kind of teach you as well as show you. But right now, we're going to head to break.